What's going on, everybody, and thank you for stopping by the channel today. Hope you're having a good week. I received a comment about the FRS that instead of just answering the question, I figured I would make a video because it actually is a very good question to ask. Is the FRS a good daily driver vehicle? Stay tuned. All right, so I did a quick pro and con list of the FRS as your daily driver just to help you along a little bit. So here are the pros first. It has great MPG. The car is definitely going to get you in the high 20s at the worst, but you'll probably be hanging out in the low 30s, so definitely great MPG numbers. Number two, it's fun to drive. So it's not a boring car that you're going to get in and get tired of. This car always seems fun and spunky. I really enjoy it. Number three, it's easy to park. And for me, that is huge because the Tundra, sometimes when we're going places, I have to think about the parking lot first. In a car like this, you don't have to. You can fit it anywhere, and that is awesome. Number four, the cost of ownership is minimal. It's a pretty basic car. There's not a lot going on, especially with Toyota Care and, slash Scion Boost, which is what they call, Toyota Care for Scions. You're getting your oil changes covered for the first 2 years and your maintenance and things like that. So that, that actually makes up the difference, and that is a good thing. And because it's a Subaru slash Toyota, it's very reliable. It needs very little maintenance over time. You want to do your preventative maintenance so you don't have any major problems, but cost of ownership is going to be very minimal. Now we'll go into some cons. There's limited storage. It's not bad for what it is. When you put these seats down in the back, you can actually fit a good amount back there. But overall, it's a very limited storage type vehicle. Obviously, it's a two-seater sports car, so you're not going to get much in here. But, the wife and I have gone on some trips in it. We throw our bags in the back, no problem. It's good for things like that. That's actually the next con. It's a two-seater. Yeah, you got seats back there, but you're not going to fit much back there. Maybe people with really short legs, or someone short who could sit up front and pull the seat all the way up. But overall, it's a two-seater. Those seats are there for insurance reasons. Number three, it's very low to the ground. And I mean that in two ways. Number one, getting in and out. I hate getting in and out because I look funny when I do it. If you're an athletic person, which I guess I used to be, and I'm getting older now, but if you're a young athletic person, getting in and out will be no problem. But after a while, it gets tiring. It gets old. But what I really mean by very low to the ground is, you got to watch for stuff coming off other vehicles around you, like, kicking up rocks with the tires. In Jersey, they salt the roads before storms, so you can just kind of hear it, and you don't want to wreck the front end of the car and stuff like that. So it's one thing to, really look into. You might want to get one of those clear bras for the front or some kind of front end paint protection, especially if it's your daily driver. Now, this isn't my daily driver. This is my second car, so I only take it out on nice sunny days when there isn't a lot of salt on the roads and stuff like that. But if you're going to daily drive it, you're probably going to deal with stuff flying up at you. And because it's so low to the ground, rocks that would kick up in like a normal car that you wouldn't even notice will hit your windshield, because it is very low to the ground. Like, you kind of got to look up at a Corolla, like a person sitting in a Corolla. This is extremely low to the ground. If you've never seen one and you really want one, go check it out before you do anything. Last one, it's a bumpy ride. This car is meant for your momentum style driving, like, up and down twisty roads and things like that. So the suspension is a very, sport tuned suspension, and it's quite bumpy. There's nothing wrong with that. Just, from what I've dealt with, the wife and I would drive to Pocono, which is about a 3-hour ride each way. And, you really feel it the whole time. For me, I don't care. I'd rather a car that's functional over comfortable. But, again, this is my second car. So the drive to Pocono, I come back, I park it, and I drive the truck. I daily drive the truck. So just, if you're going to drive it every day, it's going to be a little bit bumpy. So those are the pros and cons. Here's a little side list that I made. This car would be great for warmer climates, okay? You're not going to do anything in the snow with this car. If it even snows just a little, you're not taking this car. This is a rear-wheel drive sports car. It's not meant for, weather in any way. It's not bad in the rain, but you still got to be careful because it's rear-wheel drive and it could slide out a lot. It's very torquey in the first gear, so that's something to note. If you're down in Florida, Texas, Cali, Georgia, stuff like that, where there's very limited snow. This is a great car. It's also great for, you know, college kids or people without kids. You know, just, you're not going to fit a family in here very comfortably. So if you're a person that's in school, to and from class, especially if like your school has a terrible parking lot like we just talked about, you know, this is a great little car to get you to and from, especially with the good gas mileage and stuff like that. And it's also great as a second car. You know, the Tundra's my daily driver, so this is my fun car. So I never really have to think about anything. If I want to take this to go jog or go to the beach or go to an amusement park, whatever, no problem. It's not like I have to take it. So I have options. So if you're like me and you're older and married and you want to have a, you know, almost midlife crisis car, this is a perfect car for that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So overall, is the FRS a great daily driver or a good daily driver? It really comes down to your needs. For me, this wouldn't be a good daily driver, especially, you know, living in New Jersey with the potential of snow and stuff like that. It's good to have a truck when you're in the Northeast, but it's definitely the best second car I could ever want. So I hope that helps. Comment below the video. Let me know if you have one as a daily driver and what your thoughts are. Yeah, comment below the video or find me on Twitter and Instagram at 100dude34. You guys have a great night.